Break it from the story. Roach won the story.
Roach won the story. Did he get the win?
Boxing fans were left in shock as Gervonta Tank Davis, widely regarded as one of the most dominant knockout artists and pay-per-view superstars in the sport, walked away with a controversial draw against Lamont Roach. The outcome was not just unexpected, it was met with immediate backlash, sparking heated debates about questionable officiating, biased judging, and what many are calling one of the biggest robberies in recent boxing history. The moment the scorecards were read, Terrence "Bud" Crawford was among the first to react. Crawford, who has never been one to hold back his opinions, especially when it comes to Tank, wasted no time expressing his frustration. Taking to Twitter, he pointed out a major issue that had fans fuming: the ninth-round incident where Tank voluntarily took a knee, yet the referee did not rule it as a knockdown. According to Crawford, this was a blatant mistake.
I would win the majority decision. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's.
He referenced Floyd Mayweather's fight against Carlos Hernandez, where Mayweather took a knee due to a hand injury, and it was rightfully counted as a knockdown. Crawford questioned why the same rule wasn't applied to Tank, calling it out as an unfair advantage. His words carried weight. "I never seen someone take a knee and they don't count it as a knockdown. They must have forgot the rules tonight. They robbed that boy, and it's crazy." His final statement left no room for doubt about how he felt. Roach won, and that should have been called a knockdown. Let's see what happens now. Crawford wasn't the only high-profile figure to voice his discontent. Turki Al-Sheikh, a powerful figure in the boxing world, chimed in, and when someone with his influence speaks, people listen. His main criticism was aimed at the poor value of the event itself.
Why do you think you didn't take a point off?
Particularly the hefty $80 pay-per-view price tag. Al-Sheikh made it clear that if fans are expected to pay such a high price, they deserve a well-produced, high-quality fight card that delivers. His comments added to the growing dissatisfaction surrounding not just the controversial decision, but also the overall presentation of the event. Shakur Stevenson, another top fighter who has been pursuing a match against Tank, kept his response measured but telling. Despite the controversy, he made it clear that his focus remained on securing a fight with Davis. He stated, "I ain't even gonna shit on dude like he would do me, but I'm still ready and willing to fight. Let's make it happen." However, he didn't shy away from his own judgment of the fight, simply stating, "I thought Lamont won, though."
Did his thing, but Gervonta Davis is the champ, and it takes a lot to be able to beat the champ. But Roach definitely had something that wasn't expecting, later in the power. His combinations.
It was a straightforward response, yet it echoed what many in the boxing world were already thinking: Tank had not done enough to deserve anything other than a loss. Ryan Garcia, known for his social media presence and outspoken nature, didn't hesitate to weigh in. He kept it short and direct, tweeting, "Lamont won. That simple." But he didn't stop there. He called out what many saw as the most egregious part of the fight: the referee's decision not to rule Tank's knee as a knockdown. Not calling that knockdown is the wildest thing I've ever seen in boxing.
I think he got overconfident. I think he was thinking Lamont wasn't that good. I told everybody how to fight was going on.
That type of stuff makes boxing look bad. His final remark hinted at his own upcoming fight, reminding fans that while this controversy played out, he was moving forward with his own career, adding, "Crazy stuff. See ya May 2nd. Danny Garcia, meanwhile, used this moment to reflect on the greatness of Floyd Mayweather. Without directly criticizing Tank, he pointed out a major difference between Mayweather and other fighters: consistency. "That's why I always say Floyd Mayweather was great. No matter who he fought, no matter how close the fight was, he always won. Even when people expected him to struggle, he still got the job done. That's the difference between being good and being great." His comments subtly suggested that Tank's performance fell short of the expectations set for a supposed generational talent. In the post-fight interviews, Tank Davis attempted to explain what happened in the ring. He addressed the controversy over his knee, claiming that the grease and sweat got in his eyes, making it difficult to see.
Exactly how I see it.
Exactly.
After seeing this performance for Gervonta, do you believe your confidence has gone a little bit more up?
My confidence been up. I've been
But as he spoke, the crowd began to boo, clearly unsatisfied with his explanation. Fans weren't looking for excuses, they wanted accountability. On the other hand, Lamont Roach remained composed and confident, making it clear that he believed he had done enough to win. He thanked Tank for the opportunity but didn't hold back in calling out what he saw as an injustice. To all the people that doubted me, all the fake boxing media, YLL saw what happened. Even though I didn't get the decision, I know I won. But I'm not satisfied. We need a real W. He directly addressed the controversy surrounding the non-knockdown call, stating, "If you voluntarily take a knee and the ref starts counting, that should be a knockdown. If that's a knockdown, I win the fight." His words were clear and unwavering. He felt robbed, and he wasn't afraid to say it. This outcome leaves Tank Davis in an uncertain position. Prior to this fight, he had mentioned that he only planned to have 3 more fights before retiring. But now, with a controversial draw marring his record, the question arises, does he run it back with Roach to settle the debate once and for all? Or does he move on to bigger fights, hoping that the controversy will fade with time? Another major factor at play is the absence of Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime trainer, from his corner for this fight. Many believe that his missing presence may have played a role in Tank's lackluster performance. Whether or not that is true, one thing is certain. Something was off about Davis in this fight. The reactions didn't stop with just boxers. Devin Haney, another top contender who has been calling out Tank for years, seized the opportunity to take a jab at him. He posted a simple yet mocking tweet, "I was waiting for the backflip."
Break it from one story. Roach won the story.
Roach won the story. He didn't get the win.
It was a clear shot at Tank's signature celebration, highlighting the fact that this time, there was nothing to celebrate. Haney has been one of Tank's biggest critics, often questioning his level of opposition and whether he truly deserves to be called an elite fighter. This fight only added more fuel to that debate. Crawford took things even further, stating outright, Tank has never been the elite fighter he thinks he is. He went on to say, shocker, Devin, or even Keyshawn would break his ego worse than Roach just did. This comment wasn't just criticism, it was an outright challenge to the notion that Tank belongs among the best of the best. Crawford, a seasoned champion himself, wasn't just questioning Tank's performance, he was questioning his entire reputation as a top-tier fighter. With so much backlash, controversy, and unresolved questions,
I would win a majority decision. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's
the biggest issue now is what happens next. Does Tank give Roach a rematch to settle the score? Does he move on to a different opponent to rebuild his standing? Or does he take on an even bigger challenge, like a fight with Devin Haney, which Turki Al-Alshik is rumored to be working on? One thing is clear, this fight has changed the trajectory of Tank Davis's career. The aura of invincibility may be fading, and the boxing world is watching closely to see how he responds. The debate is far from over, and fans are already divided. Some believe this was the biggest robbery in recent boxing history, while others think Tank was simply exposed. Whatever the case, the pressure is on, and all eyes are on what comes next. Thanks for watching, YLL. Let me know in the comments, do you think Tank was robbed, or was it a fair decision? And what do you think should be next for him? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest boxing news and breakdowns. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.